Now I'd request Mr. Ravin Kulshreshtha, Director, Defense Investor Cell, Ministry of Defense, to talk for make his presentation.
A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Minister, sir, Mr. Anil Kumar, Chairman IESA, Mr. Amit Kumar, and my dear friends. It is indeed a pleasure as well as honor for me to be here on this dais and to be part for the day 2 of this conference on Deftronics and electronics, spacetronics. As far as Department of Defense production is concerned, the main mandate of the department is to promote Make in India. And presently, we are focusing all our efforts towards increasing indigenous production, sir, so that the company becomes self-reliant in the defense space. Once I talk about the self-reliance, I know people will be having a question mark, what exactly the self-reliance means and where do we stand in the terms of self-reliance today. If you were to talk in terms of expenditure, in the terms of self-reliance, we are almost at 60 to 65%. But if you are looking in terms of the indigenous content, we are quite lagging. We are somewhere around 40 to 45%, and we have a long way to go. Especially in the areas of electronics and avionics, we have a very long way to go. I hope this conference will give a great flip to Make in India. We have a seminar, a workshop on Make in India in the pre-lunch session at 12:30, sir, where I will be elaborating about the steps taken by the Department of Defense Production for giving impetus to the Make in India. And this is for the first time, I would say for the first time, Department of Defense Production is reaching out to all people. And we have our own kiosk out there as a defense investor cell. I would request everybody to please come to our defense investor cell and ask whatever queries you have about making defense investment, about licensing, about export, or any such thing which you think could be important for you to participate in the defense ecosystem. To promote Make in India, the government had taken 2 major decisions. You know, any Make in India campaign can only move forward if it is linked with some assurance of orders or with some production. So in defense procurement procedure in 2016, we had come out with 2 game changers, sir. The first game changer was we introduced hierarchy of categorization, which I mean, if the government is to procure any product or any equipment, it has to follow a particular category. First category would be the category known as indigenously designed, developed, and manufactured in India. If we are not able to follow this category, then only I will be following another category, and the buy option would be the last option. Sir, this concept has started yielding results. In the last 3 years, or last 4 years, we have signed contracts worth 1,20,000 crores with the Indian industry. And there is another concept known as acceptance of necessity. Means there is a requirement for there. It has not fructified into a contract, but the process is on for the contracting. In the last 4 years, 151 cases worth 2.66 lakh crores would be under Make in India. Under Make in India, I mean to say the RFP or the tender, whatever name you may call, it will be given to the Indian vendors. Not only this, in the last few years, we have come up with some very good indigenous products, which I'd like to name them. First is Akash missile system. We have come up with our own gun, Dhanush artillery gun. LC has already been inducted, INS Calvary, etc. Another game changer which we introduced somewhere, sir, in the month of January this year, it is a make-to procedure. It is a procedure where the product is not available in the market, but we are trying to design, developed in India, which it would be funded by the industry, but there is a complete assurance of order. Sir, if you permit, I have a film for 4 minutes on Make India 2. That would be, I understand, would be real game changers. May I request the
What makes a country progressive and powerful? As a nation is as strong as its economy and defense system. India is on the path to become that nation with its vision for Make in India, encouraging local manufacturing and employment for economic empowerment. And the Ministry of Defense, Government of India is fully committed to boost Make in India by taking it to the next level, as it has amended the existing Make procedure in Defence Procurement Procedure 2016 to devise a new Make 2 procedure, whose revised proposal was launched on January 18, 2018. Inviting participations from the industry's private players, which had been minimal till now due to earlier procedures. That includes startups, MSMEs and individuals who are now eligible to propose the indigenous designs, developing, manufacturing and supply of the defense equipment prototypes. This is a move towards facilitating minimal documentation requirements, shorter timelines for various processes and easy eligibility criteria. Also, limiting the role of government to facilitation and hand-holding of development agencies, only speeding up the process. The Make 2 procedure states features like inviting private industry participation after in-principle approval of the projects. No limit to the number of industry players who may show interest and offer prototype. Validity of AON has been reduced from 1 year to 6 months. Assurance of the order after RFP is issued. Request for proposal. Constitution of project facilitation team to ease the process of development agencies. 50% reduction in the total time from in-principle approval to placing of order, bringing it down to 69 to 103 weeks. Projects involving developmental cost of less than 30 million will be reserved for MSMEs. Hence, this will attract more MSMEs in defense prototype manufacturing, resulting in more employment opportunities. So far, more than 50 potential Make projects have been shortlisted by the government, out of which 21 projects have got in-principle approval in January 2018, which will progress under the new Make 2 procedure, now open for investments. The list contains 8 projects of Army, 4 projects of Air Force and 9 projects of Navy, which include variety of ammunitions from small caliber ammunition 5.56, 7.62 mm to large caliber ammunition 125 mm for tanks. Variety of fuses for ammunition, aerial bombs, rockets such as direct action, electronic fuses, proximity fuses, protection systems, body armor, individual protection system, rockets, expendable targets for aerial targets and underwater target practicing. Other items such as chaff, flares, components for night vision capabilities, communication systems and amplifiers, displays, etc. These projects cover a wide range in terms of numbers as well as value that may range from 20 million rupees to 23 billion rupees. Hence, all types of industry have the opportunity to opt for the projects depending upon their capabilities to contribute to the Make 2 process. Not only that, more than 30 proposals are at exploratory stage. Every detail of the projects can be accessed on Make in India website of Department of Defence Production. It is a revolutionary step towards leveraging the potential of private industry, small or large, in domestic defence manufacturing, strengthening the capabilities of the nation through empowering defence with private enterprises. Together marching towards powering up New India.
Sir, without taking much of your time, because I have a session at 12:30 on Make in India, I, on behalf of Department of Defense Production, and especially on behalf of Secretary Defense Production, convey my best wishes to this conference on Deaf Traffic and Space. Thank you, sir.